So in this video, I want to go through some examples of multiplying algebraic terms together and really simplifying it down. So here we have a times a times a. So we understand that that means a cubed. With number 2, we've got b times b times b times b times c. So I can combine the b's together to have that as b to the 4, because I've got 4 b's multiplied together, and then I've got the c on the end, so we write that as b to the 4c. So notice I don't have any multiplication symbols in my answer here. Number 3, we have p times q times q times p. Now this p is out of order with the others, but we can still group it together. We have p times p times p. In exactly the same way as 1 times 2 times 3 is the same as 1 times 3 times 2. I can shuffle the letters around into any order I want when I'm just multiplying them all together. So this is the same as p times p times p times q times q. So I've got 3p, so p cubed, and I've got q times q, so q squared. So with number 4, we have x times x times x times y times z times z. So I've got x cubed, I've got the y by itself. I don't need to write y to the 1, okay, I will avoid that. And then I've got z squared. So notice how I don't have any times symbols in any of my answers here. Number 5, a times b times a times b times c. So I've got an a times an a, so a squared. I've got b times b, so b squared, and I've got the c. And number 6, we have p times q times r times q times r times p. So we have a p times a p, so p squared, q times a q, so q squared, and then r times an r, r squared. Now you may be wondering with each of these, is there an order to how I'm writing them down? And again, as I said in the previous video, I'm writing these down in alphabetical order, but there's nothing stopping me from writing this as c b to the 4. Okay, I can do that. There's nothing wrong with writing that down. I could write this down as q squared p cubed. Okay, there's nothing wrong with writing it down that way. It's just an aesthetic thing that you might be saying, well, I prefer to write it down that way rather than that way because b comes before c. It's really up to you.